Welcome back. A few things to update you on. Yankees leading the Astros 5-0 in the 8th inning. That's going on in Houston. I believe Penn State scored a touchdown just a couple moments ago. They now lead Iowa 17-6, about 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Also, Riverhounds, 10 unbeaten matches. They beat St. Louis FC tonight 1-0. So they continue to extend that lead. They had a 1-point lead for first place in USL standings today entering that match, and now they get 3 more points with a 1-0 win over St. Louis FC. So shout out to the Riverhounds. They just continue to be fantastic on the pitch this season. We will take another tweet here. We got Will. It says, Josh, if the Steelers lose tomorrow night, do you see any kind of coaching changes coming immediately? And if so, which ones? No, I don't. I don't see any coaching changes if a team that's down to its third quarterback and is down a couple running backs and has a couple receivers beat up, losing to a team like the Chargers with a quarterback like Phillip Rivers and receivers like Keenan Allen, who have already torched this defense before. And, oh, yeah, by the way, you might not have your best cover corner either. So, no, I don't think it's coming because this situation, how many teams are going to survive these circumstances? Not many. Maybe 2, maybe. And probably because of the way those organizations are run. And you can guess who one of them is. It's New England. The other one, maybe New Orleans, because they're actually playing pretty well right now without Drew Brees, because Teddy Bridgewater's been really, really good. And Sean Payton, with that offense, he pretty much knows what he's doing. That's pretty much it for me. Let's go to David in Southside. David, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call, and congratulations on your run till the end of the year. I just wanted to make a comment about McDonald.
Okay.
Whenever they Jesse James left and they picked up McDonald, didn't he rap about not being able to complete a whole season without being hurt?
Yeah, injuries were kind of a bugaboo for him, and they still are, clearly. That's true.
But they still drafted him. Is it because there was no one else available?
They didn't draft him. That wasn't a draft move. That was another transaction, but I see where you're going with this. But, yeah, it's something that has stuck out for a while now. And not to mention the fact that the Steelers have had bad luck as far as bringing in guys from outside the organization with injury histories. Like, the funny part is Vance McDonald's not the first guy this has happened to. That's what makes it kind of weird. But, yeah, the thing with Vance McDonald, and I think it's the troubling thing, is that when Vance McDonald is healthy and he's on the field and he's involved in the game, you've seen what he's done. Remember what he did against Tampa? I think it was last season what he did against Tampa. The games where he just racked up catches and just made physical plays. That's him when he's at his best. But that's the downside sometimes. When you're that physical of a guy, you're going to get hurt in a game like football where physicality is something that's encouraged. And if you're a guy that lives off of that and thrives off of that and you make your career off of that, injuries are going to be a part of it. It's frustrating to see that happen to a guy like Vance McDonald, because I'd love to see him and Nick Vannett both healthy in this offense and both making plays. And we might get to see that a little bit coming up here. That's what I want to see. I want to see Devlin Hodges have, at least one area of his offense that's healthy, whether it's his tight ends or his wide receivers or his running backs. That's because the offensive line is the only one that's not totally banged up yet. But I'd love to see him have as much veteran, healthy support around him as possible to make his job easier. Because once again, he's a number 3 quarterback. He's making his first NFL start. Let's make it as easy on him as possible if you're the Steelers to try to get him to do the job. And honestly, that's the more important part. And having guys healthy is so critical to that, especially with this team with so many guys banged up. You can only survive so many injuries when you're an NFL team, because if you think that there's just like quality talent sitting out there, that's not true. If that was quality there, they'd be on an NFL roster, except for maybe Antonio Brown. But that's a different story. In the meantime, we got to get out of here. Make the switch over to KDKA. We got baseball. We got college football. We got to talk Steelers. We got Penguins highlights. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Just trust me. Make the switch. I'll tell you about it when we get over there. I'm Josh Taylor. I'll see you here next week. We're here for you 7 days a week on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. In the meantime, see you.